son, I love him. For him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 15 linemen. Win championship, baby. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Love. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Love. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Jackson, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slam. Check 99.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 15 on it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson gets this one to Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. first down. Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off play action. Love. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On second down, Connor looking for space. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Set, 8, 3, 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Set, go.
Back to throw. Love. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry. General, fast.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 3. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Love. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson now, throwing again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Let's go. Smith-Schuster. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh. Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Love. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Love. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Love. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. And now this throw complete to Washington. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one goes for 30 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Connor. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Space to maneuver at the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Correa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I'm going back to you.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tyus Bowser able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid. The reason that they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Correa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's into the clear. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
He's the mark. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 2 times. 3 down.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 out low. What we got? Hard. Ready, go.
2nd and 5. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite some...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is Connor running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, That kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you know...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Returnable for Grant.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Right there.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Swift, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.